Hi friends, I am Anita HV, Department of Computer Science, Kottareshwara College, Kottur. Today let us discuss about the topic stack in data structure. Today let us discuss about the topic that is stack in data structure. Before going to the definition of the stack, let us see some examples here. Here first one example is stack of plates. In normal life we are using the collection of plates, that is we are storing the first plate, next second, third, fourth, fifth and so on. So when we are removing these plates, we have to remove the last plate first. Next again first plate is removing at the last. Similarly, stack of shirts, we are storing the shirts one by one, that is first shirt, second, third, fourth and last shirt. When we have to remove these shirts, we have to remove the last shirt first. Similarly, stack of bangles and stack of battery cells. By seeing these examples, we know that when we are inserting some plates or shirts or bangles, we have to insert the first and we have to remove the lastly. That is, we are removing the first item lastly. It means here we are storing the first element, that element is removed at the last. That means last in first out or first in last out. Now we go for the definition of the stack. Here stack is a non-primitive linear data structure where insertion and deletion can take place at the same end, which is called top of the stack. It means here stack is a non-primitive linear data structure. Here linear data structure means we are storing the elements in sequential order or linear order, or one by one we are placing these elements. Here we are seeing that insertion and deletion can take place at the same end, which is called as the top of the stack. Here it is the, for example, here is a stack. We are having 5 elements. Here it tells that insertion and deletion can take place at the same end. Here only one end, as stack has only one end. If we have to insert the elements or we have to delete the elements from the stack, there is only one end. It is called as the top of the stack. See in this example, it has element 1, element 2, element 3, element 4, element 5. First we inserted element 1, next second element 2, second element, next element 3, next element 4, next element 5. Suppose if we want to insert the element X, this operation is called as a push operation. That is, for adding new element or inserting new element, it is called as a push operation. It is called as an insertion operation. If we want to remove the existing element from the stack, it is called as a pop operation, or we can remove or we can delete the element. Always top point outs the, means it top pointer point outs the top element of the stack. Here top element is element 5th, that is it point outs the top of the stack. Here stack works on the principle that is LIFO, that is last in first out. It means we are inserting the elements by using this principle, that is last in first out. It means we are inserting the elements. First element inserted is removed at the last, that is first element is here element 1. We have to remove the last element, that is 5th element is removed the first. As already I explained in these examples, it means we are first inserted is removed at the last inserted is removed at the first. So it referred as a last in first out or first in last out. Now you better understand the definition of the stack. Now we go for the next, that is push and pop operations. Here push operation, Here push operation means it is the process of inserting an element or adding a new element into the stack. It is called as a push operation. So initially stack is empty because for the empty stack only we have to insert or we have to add the new elements. So first we have to check that condition top is equal to -1. Here top is equal to -1. This condition indicates that stack is empty or underflow. Let us see some example. That is, here maximum size of the stack is we taken that is 3. That is n value is equal to 3. Here we have to insert only 3 elements. Any 3 elements we can insert to this empty stack. That is AF0, AF1, AF2. Because we are using the arrays ranges from 0 to n-1. So we start from the position 0, 1, 2. We can insert the 3 elements. That is, this is first referred as an empty stack. Now we can add the element that is 10 at the position 0. That is, we can push the 10 element into the stack. Now top is equal to 0. Top positions at the 0. Next see, we are inserting the next element that is 20 element. Now point got increment, that is top is equal to 0 plus 1. When we are inserting the elements, top will be incremented. So top previously 0, now top is 1, that is 0 plus 1 is 1. Top pointers at the 1, we can insert the element that is 20. Now see, remaining one element that is 30, that is top now pointers, that is lastly previously top is 1. So top is equal to 1 plus 1, that is 2. Now top is equal to 1 plus 1, that is 2. Top pointers are the 2. We can insert the 30 element at the stack. So here 30 is the top element. Now top pointers, it reaches the maximum size. That is, we taken the maximum size, that is n is equal to 3. We already inserted 3 elements 10, 20, 30. So there is no to add the new elements. There is no memory space to add the new elements. So now stack is full. This process is called as a push operation. When we have to insert the elements, we have to check that top is equal to -1. When we are inserting the elements, top going on increments 1 by 1. Now go to the second operation, that is pop operation. Pop operation nothing but it is the process of deleting an element from the stack. It is called as a pop operation. It means we can removing or we can deleting the existing element from the stack. It is called as a pop operation. So now go to the condition, that is top is equal to maximum size -1 or n minus 1. Here maximum size represent the maximum size of the stack. It means number of elements of the stack. Here n represent the number of elements in the stack. This condition represents or it condition indicates that stack is full or overflow. That is maximum size -1 or n minus 1. It indicates the stack is full or overflow. Now let us see some example. We already inserted 3 elements 10, 20, 30. So now take that example here 10, 20, 30. 10 is stored at the position A, 20 is stored at the position 1, 30 is stored at the position 2. So by using the principle of stack, that is last in first out, we have to remove the elements. It means we have to remove the first element, that is top element first, that is 30. We have to pop out the 30 element. Next, firstly top is shows at the top is equal to 2. Now top is equal to 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. Because when we are deleting the element, top goes on decrement, that is top is equal to position minus 1, that is top goes on decrement. So now top pointers at the position 1, we can remove the 20 element. Next, see the third. We already removed 30 element. Next 20 element. The remaining one is 10. So now previously top pointers at the 1. So top is equal to 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. So it pointers at the 0, that is 10 element. So now we have to remove the 10, or we pop out the 10 from the stack. Now we removed all the 3 elements, that is 10, 20, 30. So now the stack is empty because there is no elements. We are already pop out the 3 elements of the stack. So now stack is empty or stack is underflow. Now we discuss about the representation of the stack in the memory. It means how the stack are represented in the memory. There are 2 ways to represent the stack in the memory. That is, first is the array representation, second is the linked list representation. Here array representation, it means we are using the static representation, that is using arrays concept. Next, second one is dynamic representation using linked list representation. So now we study one by one. This is the static representation using arrays. To represent the stack elements, we have to use the arrays. That is, we have to use the one-dimensional arrays. That is, single-dimensional arrays we are using. So we can add the elements or we can remove the elements from the stack. Here, stack contains the sequential elements. It means we are storing the elements sequential order or linear order. So it referred as the linear data structure. So see here 10, 20, 30, 40. One by one we are storing the elements. Here it is the position 0, 1, 2, 3. Because array ranges from 0 to n minus 1. So here we can take the 4 elements, that is 0 to 4 minus 1, that is 0 to 3. That is, it represents the position of the elements, that is stack of 0, stack of 1, stack of 2, stack of 3. So we can add and remove the elements. The pointer top, I already discussed in the push and pop operation. Top pointer always point out to the top element of the stack. Here top element is 40. So it points out the top element of the stack. Here the condition top is equal to n minus 1. It means it indicates that stack is full or stack is overflow. Same, top is equal to n minus 1. This condition indicates that stack is empty or stack is underflow. Why we are naming the static representation? Because arrays, we know already that arrays is a collection of homogeneous elements. It means it has a fixed length. So it means if we taken the maximum size, that is n is equal to 5, means we can insert only 5 elements. We can't insert 6 elements, we can't insert 7. It means more than 5 elements we can't insert because arrays is a fixed length. So representing a stack using arrays is a easy and convenient way, but it is a fixed size. Sometimes we want to increase or we want to decrease the size of the stack. So it is not possible using the array representation because of array is a fixed length. So whenever we want to increase the size of the stack during the run time or the execution time, it is not possible using arrays. Hence the word static is used. It means static means fixed. So we are call it as a static representation using arrays. But it is possible using the linked list representation. Now we go for the dynamic representation using linked list. It means we can increase the size of the stack, we can decrease the size of the stack by using the linked list. So it is named as the dynamic representation. See here, linked list representation. How we are representing the linked list? Here linked list means it is a collection of sequential elements which is used by a means of pointers. It means linked list means it is also a collection of sequential elements called nodes which is used by a means of pointer. It contains mainly two fields, that is information field and link field. Here in the information field we are storing the data, or it is also called as a data field, that is we can store the numbers, for example 10, 20, 30. Like this we are storing the information, that is data, in the information field or info field. Next, link field. Link field represents the address of the next node. So it contains as a link field. It gives the address of the next node. That is called it as a link field. So now this is the start. It is also called head of the linked list. Here first element is the 10. Second is 20. This is referred as a node. One node contains again two fields, data field and link field. Again this is the second element 20. This also contains two fields, 30, two fields. Next 40, again two fields. Here 40 is the last element of this linked list. So here this is represented by the null, because there is no elements next. There is no node, another node. So it is represented as the last node of this linked list. It is represented as 40 null because there is no elements, or 40x. By these two ways we can represent the last node of the linked list. In same order only we can removing the elements using the last in first out principle or first in last out principle. It means when we are to remove the elements, we have to remove the 40 first, next 30, next 20, next 10. So it is better to use the linked list representation because we can increase or we can decrease the size of the stack at the runtime by creating a new node. So better to use the linked list using stack. Better to implement stack using linked list. So by this we can create a new node and we can insert the node at the top position. By this we can delete the topmost element from the stack. This is the linked list representation, that is dynamic representation using linked list. So better understand you representation of the stacks in memory and push and pop operations and stack definition. I hope friends you are understand better. Thank you one and all.